all-white dressing. Utterly feminine and fresh, yet decidedly modern, an all-white outfit is without a question a summer staple. But when styled correctly, this color can have an year-round appeal. White evokes inclusiveness. It's the sum of all colors. So from a personal branding perspective, white is very approachable. And the reason why many women are skeptical about wearing white, besides it being high maintenance, is the fact that white doesn't suit everybody. But the good news is that there are whites and whites, as opposed to black, for example. So there are some shades that are still considered white, for example, off-white or light beiges. Therefore, it can be either cool or warm. So if you have a cool undertone, you might prefer icy cool whites. And if you have a warm undertone, you might prefer light beiges, for example. And if you're neutral, it will depend on the makeup you're wearing and how you accessorize it. For example, I have a neutral undertone, so it largely depends on how I style and how I wear my makeup on the day. And I can play with a range of different nuances of white. Because white is inclusive, it can take it all. And that includes metallics. And once again, if you have a warm undertone, you might like to pair it with golden accents. And if you have a cool undertone, you might prefer silver instead. Both are timeless combinations that I personally love, and I think they work really well together. Of course, it works really well with black. One of the most nonchalant combination of colors ever, in my opinion. But not many people think about accessorizing white with black accents. But it does work really well. It adds some interest to the entire look. It adds an edge. Another one of my favorites is pairing with earthy tones and browns and natural materials like wood or straw. It's quintessentially summer. It's the epitome of summer chic somewhere it instantly transports you to a resort in a Riviera somewhere. It's timeless and effortless and never goes out of style. Another very interesting thing to do when you're wearing an all-white outfit is to pair with colors. It could be pastel colors or bright colors. Any color works, from pinks to greens, grays, yellows, browns, reds, you name it. Any color works beautifully together, or even a combination of colors. Colors in general are very summery. If you pair with earthy tones, it takes you a little bit more to the fall side. And if you pair with darker colors, it takes you immediately to winter and colder months. There are some timeless combinations like white and navy, for example. If you're a creature of the 80s, chances are that you love pairing white with animal print. It was immortalized by some of the greatest divas in the 80s, and I have to say I have a spot for that. It can be controversial, but for me it's really utterly chic. So again, you pick your favorite animal print, zebra or Leo. It's what I like to call the trends turn into classics. So you rest assured that every now and then it will come in style, but regardless, it's still a classic. So if you like animal print, you always look current, especially when paired with white. For me personally, I think it's really important to show a little bit of skin in the right places. It could be around your décolletage, a little bit of wrist, and a little bit of your legs. But also, if you're feeling daring, if you're tanned, if you're in summer, you can show a little bit of your midsection. Just make sure you wear high-rise pants and skirts and show like an inch or two of your midsection, and you want to feel fresh and sexy. So my next tip is your underwear. As you may know, white can be very see-through for the most part, especially depending on the fabric. So make sure your undergarment is as close as your skin tone, because white under white, you will show more and you will be very evident. And of course, nevertheless to mention that you cannot be wearing any other bright color underneath. Now moving on to the pieces. And I'm going to start with the blazer. Not many pieces go the distance as the white blazer. You may not have thought about this staple in your wardrobe, but since shedding its natural two-piece companion and naturally becoming a staple in its own right, and especially a white blazer is one of the most versatile pieces a woman can own. So much that a blazer looks the part wherever you're headed, whether it's a special occasion, a work meeting, or a weekend brunch, from dawn to dusk and from winter to spring. This transitional closet allows a fail-safe sartorial friend when it comes to dressing for a shifting climate. Surprised then that designers have once again turned their attention to this enduring button-down this season. With comfort being the prevailing factor, they've loosened the blazer up somewhat, proffering relaxed cuts that feel fresh and fun rather than formal. With a more relaxed feel and oversized silhouettes that is just as easily shrugged over a slip dress for a formal event as styled with your jeans. Looking for something tonal and timeless? Switch up your black winters for whites. These palette cleansers will work effortlessly with your own repeat staples, and slipping a white blazer over black pants creates a mood that is both boardroom and bar worth it. But if you do want to stop the show, try head to toe white. With its gentle structure, a white crisp shirt is ideal shrugged on over floaty linen pants. Buy now, wear forever, regardless of the weather or the season. White pants are your sartorial palette cleanser this season. With a myriad of versions out there, it means you can choose from everything between comfortable denis to slouch silks. The pieces should be still simple in style, but believe me, the result is striking. The beauty of a white dress lies in its variations. When it comes to fabrics, popping cotton is definitely the front runner. Look for one that can be dressed up or down so you can have more wear out of it. I personally prefer one with a waist definition, but more roomy styles are more forgiving, especially after some indulgent season. Styles that are beach ready double up the mileage. So one of the most important things I look for when I'm buying a white piece is the maintenance. If it's dry clean only, and if it's hand wash, because I don't have time to be dry cleaning all the time, but I also want to make sure that it can be clean in case I get stained. If you are as clumsy as I am, this is something that you have to consider. And the second thing that I normally do when I get a white piece is make sure that I pre-wash it so that I have a pre-treatment that I can protect my clothes and have peace of mind and stay worry-free. And of course, the easiest way to wear white is by wearing a dress. They're so democratic, there are so many versions, midi, minis, maxi dresses and everything in between. And it's easy to accessorize, you can add color and accessories. Just by changing your makeup, brightening up, or a simple look, it just makes all the difference, and it can be completely transformed by your mood or by the seasons of the year. So that's definitely the safest place to start, and happens to be also one of my favorites. And something very, very important that not many people know is that you can treat your white pieces before you wear them, so you can get kind of protected before anything can happen. With a scotchgard or something I like, some form of solution, it will give you peace of mind because this thing will come off much easier. But it's really also important that you read the tag and see how it's the maintenance and read the product instructions. Otherwise you can wreck your fabric, you wreck your piece. So just have those in mind. Because when you do that properly, you have more chances to recuperate the item. That way you feel more confident wearing white, and it's not going to be as impractical as you might think. If you are as clumsy as I am, and believe me, I can be very clumsy, and especially when I'm being a coffee lover, and I love wine, and I absolutely have peace of mind when I use these treatments, when I'm going to share in the description box below. And all the items will be in the description box below as well, and similar styles. So feel free to check those as well. And let me know how you're going to be wearing white, and if you're incorporating this amazing color into your wardrobe, and also what it brings in terms of psychological effects, with peace, with chic, and it's effortless, and it's ethereal, or whatever you want. There's so many good feelings on this color to skip it altogether. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you next time. See you. Bye everyone.